Hi Lindsay, it's Friday, September 3rd. I thought Schrodinger should make an appearance since he got to make an appearance in your video. I think he was feeling left out. You asked a lot of questions in your videos, so I made a list of what I now need to talk about. First of all, trying to be entertaining and realizing that you're really bad at it. It's pretty much the story of my life. I'm not very comfortable in front of the camera, and this is really hard for me to do, and I know I'm not very funny or probably very interesting, and hopefully I'm holding at least your attention. I'm pretty used to making jokes and being the only one laughing. Sometimes I wonder if the people that are laughing at my jokes are doing it because they think I'm funny or because they're afraid of what I might do to them. Also, you're better at this vlogging thing than you think. A compliment. That was weird. On to other things. You should definitely get a flip cam. I don't think you really want to spend the money to get a camera that's more expensive than a flip cam. You can get them for pretty cheap. And yeah, they do shoot HD video and they're like pocket size, so you can carry them around with you if you want to do vlogs on the go. And you don't have to carry my big regular camera around with you, because take it from me, it's difficult to get it around places and it's not very stealth. And there are a lot of YouTubers that use flip cams, and they're pretty good, especially the HD ones, and I don't think you want to use my other camera because it requires that you plug in a FireWire cable, and I don't think that you and cables are a good idea. Hey! You read a book! Congratulations! I don't know if that's really that exciting, because I read all the time. In the last couple of weeks I read Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan, Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist by David Levithan and Rachel Cohn, the first 4 Harry Potter books, most of the play Titus Andronicus by Shakespeare, and half of the Epic of Gilgamesh. 2 of those were for school. Yes, I've started school. Yes, I have a lot of homework. Let's drop the subject. Although, since I'm pretty sure I can count the number of books you've read on one hand, Speak, Go Ask Alice, Crank. Were there any more? That's a good accomplishment. Also, do you realize that pretty much every book you read and like has something to do with a teenager with drug problems and or abuse problems? I'm not certain you should take offense that mom and your friends and all your coworkers don't believe that you've read a book, since I'm pretty sure that's also the first book you've read in the past like 2 or 3 years. Well, I've never actually washed the cat. I have brought him near water and he makes this crazy motion with his paws, like trying to fight the air to stay out of it. So I'm pretty sure that water is a big deal for them. I bought kitty wipes, which are basically like wet naps for cats. It's much easier, but he still complains. He screams bloody murder whenever I try to clip his nails. Last bit is channel news. I do kind of think that we should do weekly themes, though I'm okay with doing video themes as well. It depends on what the theme is and what the person who makes up the theme wants to do. Although the person who makes up the theme on a Monday is the one that has to make the 3 videos. So if it's going to be too difficult, they probably shouldn't make the theme, or they should make it a little more general. Also, I forgot to mention anything about punishments in the last video, and then your video went to 4 minutes and 6 seconds, which is against one of the rules, and technically you should be punished, but since you didn't know about punishments, I'm not going to enforce the punishment rule. But for further notice, if we go over 4 minutes in our videos, or if we do not post a video by midnight, we have to do a punishment, which is something the other person chooses to make us do, and involves something humiliating or painful. We have our first subscriber! It's our mom. Hi Mom! We're a little lame, but yeah, our first subscriber is our mom. Hopefully we'll get a few more and be not so lame. That's pretty much it for me, and thus ends our first week, even though it was only really 3 days. I will see you on Monday.